I hope to make you proud. I hope I haven't let you down.
Let's go save the world! How did I come up with the name Fleet Snowfluff? Totally random. It just popped into my head while I was registering a domain for my site. But hey, I did go all out on that digital Snowfluff seal design. My fans even turned it into official merch, and the price on these in the marketplace is through the roof. Crazy how my merch just flies off the shelf, even when I'm long gone. I want to be like you, to become the savior. In the depths of the void storm, sometimes I catch that eye staring back at me, with all its void and craving for death, senseless and silent. This is the perilous world the students of Star Torch long to explore. From one prodigy to the next, they go on their trek for the truth like moths to flames. Do I see myself among them? How would I know? I'm just a student going through my sentimental phase. I remember how you used to tell me stories on stormy nights like this, when memories of my parents' disappearance flared awake in me. You'd hold my hand until I fell asleep. The warmth from your palm quieted down my fears. I used to love your stories for their twists and turns, danger and thrills, until it dawned on me they were from your own experiences. And then I told myself, I don't want to hear these stories anymore. All I want is for you to live safe and happy. When I learned the truth about you, the first thing I felt was anger. The more warmth you showed me, the more my hatred grew toward the things that caused you pain. I was furious, wishing I could cut apart those wretched things like you showed me. It's only been a few decades since I became a ghost, but it's become increasingly difficult to keep the loneliness at bay. To think that the endless time that flowed through you. You came to this world in solitude. Do you intend to depart in that way too? I know being a savior isn't as glorious as it sounds. The title is too heavy to bear, and only the big-headed would say otherwise. But still, I want to be someone who protects this world. It's such a great burden, but it might be easier if you let someone shoulder it with you. So, I'll be big-headed, and I'll walk beside you, down the same path you've always walked, until the tomorrow you longed for finally dawns. My hobbies usually don't stick around for long. I get along with everyone at the Academy, so I often help out with their club activities. It's a great way to try all sorts of things. If I have to say, it's more the buzz of getting together that I enjoy rather than the activities themselves. It's all about living a carefree, happy life, isn't it? A classmate from Huanglong once taught me a local saying. Nothing but death is worth a moment's thought. It's true. Death put everything in perspective. What troubled me in the past looks trivial now. Aside from protecting the world, the only thing I still worry about is you. I want to be like you, to become the savior. The first time I met Professor Mornye was when you took me to the Academy right before you left Lahai Roy. She was right to speak to you. She'd instinctively bury her head into those papers in her hand before... Dr. Luuk is kind and... Dr. Luuk is kind and competent, admired by many students. But he wasn't always this way. He used to carry a constant tension, as if bracing for battle at any moment. Perhaps the change came when you invited him to Lahai Roy. Offering his service at the Academy gradually taught him to trust, and allowed him to finally feel the warmth of sunlight again. On nights filled with your sighs, I used to sneak near your desk, catching snippets of your conversations with her. Shorekeeper. Yes, that's her name. Whenever you talked with her, the weight in your breath would lift. I think she must be the one who's been watching over you, offering solace and quiet comfort. I used to chase Exoswarm across the Frostlands with Camellya. She's really good at gaming too. I wish we could gather for a rematch someday. But I found out she actually slipped away from the Black Shores on her last visit while she was supposed to be recuperating. She came all the way just to check on you, only to leave without a word when she saw that you were okay. Camellya's health has always been a bit unstable, so make sure to check on her whenever you can, alright? For years after becoming a digital ghost, I would journey to the Frostlands just to see it. It always stood there, silent, motionless in the snow, and I would stand beside it, quietly watching. At a time before the dawn of Lahai Roy, what made it decide to take out its reactor drive to illuminate this land? Exostrider. You came from the same place. So why did you make that choice? I designed the mech based on the Exostrider's operating codes. Being a digital ghost means I can merge into its control system. So it sort of looks like it's on autopilot once I'm inside. I've stored part of my computational power inside its body, so it can fight alongside me whenever I need support. Gotta make the most of being a digital ghost, right? To stop the Threnodian from breaking the seal, I resonated with the Exostrider in the cockpit. My body was torn apart in excruciating pain, but my mind was alight with an almost blissful thrill. I'd always tried to follow your advice, to live as an ordinary, happy student. But at that moment, your words no longer bound me. I could finally do what I'd always wanted, to save the world. What a foolish, arrogant, greedy dream I had. And yet, look at me. I actually made it come true.
Student name.
Aemeath.
Synchronous qualification.
Affirmative.
Forte overview.
Tests reveal a rebel's curve with a steady upward trend converging to a stable oscillatory state. Based on current parameters, the subject is classified as a natural resonator. Her tacit mark is located in the thoracic region.
According to pre-admission personal records in the subject's own account, the individual... Okay, so this report doesn't hold much reference value anymore. It's totally outdated. It's even talking about me when I still had a body. Let me set the record straight.
At present, I'm already the Exostrider synchronist. My tacit mark has changed compared to before.
As for my abilities, I can manifest an Exostrider armament and synchronize with it directly.
Translation? Yes, I get the transform, and because I like fighting efficiently, I programmed a custom autopilot feature for the unit. Curse and relation vessels are looking good. Let's say paint the whole battlefield with light show level laser coverage. Oh,
and a digital ghost thing lets me slip into any data system.
Not sure if that's really part of my forte, or just the perk of my unique resonance condition.
That's odd. Why is the student's file corrupted? Nothing but data errors.
The missing synchronist? I see. Report to President Lucilla.
A snowflake landed on Aemeath's nose, a cold, wet tickle. She stared at the lake for a moment, then decided against playing in the water. A while back, she had painstakingly hauled a few huge stalks of foxtail kelp from the water, pretending they were mighty swords. She and the snowflake seals had the best battles. She was the hero, of course, and they were the villains. Granted, these gentle, docile creatures never put up much of a fight, and Aemeath always won. But that one time, she had gone too far. Pieces of kelp ended up scattered all over the cabin, leaving a dreadful mess. When that person came home and saw it, he just stood at the doorway, silent for a long, long time. Aemeath got a proper scolding, of course, but afterward, maybe feeling guilty for being too stern, that person soon returned with a stack of game cartridges as both apology and distraction. It worked like a charm. The video games captivated Aemeath and she probably forgot all about her battles with the seals. Out of all the games, her favorite was the space fantasy Katia series. Getting to travel through space and save the universe? Of course! Who wouldn't want to roleplay as that unflappable, charismatic, and slightly melancholic hero? One day, Aemeath pushed the door open to find that person reading on the sofa. She happily squished him beside him and held up a controller.
Play with me!
Aemeath's whole posture shouted. That person smiled, booped her nose lightly, and agreed. Outside, winter stretched on forever, but inside, the fireplace glowed, wrapping the room in warmth and quiet peace. After playing for a while, Aemeath piped up,
Let's stop here today. Oh, guess what? I found a secret room on the right side of the map. The password is 9072. You can play with Hyrule blocks there. It's so fun.
That's surprising.
that person said.
Weren't you in a hurry to finish that quest and save the world just yesterday?
Aemeath shook her head and laughed.
I was, but not today. And if we finish the quest, the game ends. I want to play with you longer. You gotta take breaks even when you're saving the world, right? Can't be all work and no play.
A warm hand settled on her head, gently ruffling her hair. After a brief pause, he said quietly,
You're right, Aemeath. I'll try.
Then, let's start now?
Alright, starting now.
That person smiled.
Honestly, being here with you always feels like a rest. Come on, let's play La Hyrule blocks. You go first.
The afternoon the Void Matter reverse engineering grades were released, the usual lunchtime cheer Aemeath and her friends usually had was replaced by gloom. Alara's vibrant red hair seemed to have lost some of its shine, as she let out a weak groan.
Ugh, the cafeteria food, it doesn't even taste good anymore.
Beside her, Nova, diligently working through a bowl of some unidentifiable substance, remarked calmly.
Yes, girl, the scores do sting. Let's be real, the food here was never that great to begin with.
Lynn looked utterly crushed by her results, and Celeste gently comforted her. Aemeath, on the other hand, wore a distant, absent-minded expression as she took a sip of her custom flavored squeezy jelly, chatting idly with her fellow synchronist. Suddenly, Alara turned to her.
Aemeath, how come you don't seem bothered at all?
Aemeath blinked.
Worried about what? Oh, the grades you mean.
She paused, then waved a hand airily.
But everyone's scores were basically the same this time. Professor Sakya is just way too strict. It's not like we're actually that bad. Just relax.
She pulled out a tissue and handed it to their group's biggest crybaby.
Here, Lynn. Dry your eyes.
Celeste handed the tissue over, exchanged a glance with the others, and said softly,
You really don't seem to care much about your future as synchronist.
What would Aemeath usually do in moments like this? Probably crack a joke, change the topic, laugh it off. But today was that person's birthday, and thoughts of him filled her mind. For once, she forgot to hide her feelings from her friends.
Being a synchronist, it's just one path.
She said evenly.
Someone once told me he hoped I could live a happy, carefree life. I think that matters more. My dreams aren't as grand as yours. Isn't it normal for a slacker like me to take it easy?
Really?
Her friends asked, watching her closely. Aemeath just smiled back.
Really?
But that wasn't the truth. Her real dream was far too heavy, too arrogant, too absurdly spoken aloud in calm, measured words. It grew larger every day, sinking its roots deep into her heart, yet she refused to acknowledge it because she had already accepted that promise. If day after day of simple happiness was enough, then she should remain happy like this forever. She would keep her word, unless... Her thoughts were abruptly interrupted as Alara pinched her cheek hard.
Ow! What was that for?
Aemeath protested, her words muffled.
You little liar.
Her friend grumbled.
Fine, fine. Well, stop asking. Library this afternoon? Group study session?
Aemeath nodded.
Of course.
Laughing and jostling with her friends, Aemeath drifted toward the elevator. They were all so young, and no rush to find answers just yet. In this academy, brimming with prodigies, the future stretched out before them, full of endless possibilities.